If you have trouble climbing stairs due to either pain or weakness, then this video is for you. I'll share 4 exercises to make it easier and less painful to climb stairs. So let's jump right in. You can do all of these exercises on the bottom step of a staircase, but having an aerobic step like this that's adjustable can be helpful if you're having difficulty on stairs, because the lower you make the step, the easier the exercises become. For the first exercise, we're going to do a lateral step up. This one's the easiest because you can line your body weight up with your foot. You're not having to come from behind to over top like with a normal step up. That makes the exercise a little bit easier. You can also concentrate on your technique a little bit more. So to do this, you'll put your foot up on the step, try to lean your body weight slightly forwards. So if you're like this, you still have a lot of distance to close. If you stack your center of gravity over top of your foot, then you're lifting basically straight vertical. Now, as you do this, you want to try to keep your weight through your heel. If you put your weight more through your toes, especially if your heel comes up off the step, that's going to make it more difficult and more painful if you have knee pain. So push your heel down through the floor. Now, another thing to take note of is you want your knee lined up over your toe. So as you start going up onto the stair, you don't want to allow your knee to drift inwards like that. Make sure you have hip, knee, and toes aligned. It'll probably even feel like you're turning outwards just a little bit. So we'll come back over onto the stair, stand sideways to it, lean forward, hip, knee, toe alignment, drive your heel down through the stair. So think about pushing the stair down rather than pushing yourself up. Now lower back down slowly, and ideally you want to lower all the way down until your heel touches the floor. If you touch your toe first, you're actually kind of making the step shorter. So this is a way to make the exercise a little bit easier if all you have is a normal stair height, but ideally you want to go all the way down to the floor, touch your heel, and then come up. Go all the way down to the floor, touch your heel, and then come up. And it is definitely okay to hold on to something for balance, either a chair, a wall, or the rail on your stairs. Make sure you're being safe first. So do about 10 repetitions or until you get tired or until you start having pain, whichever comes first. Then you turn and face the opposite direction. Again, put your weight through the heel, line your center of gravity up over top of your foot, then keep your hip, knee, and toe in alignment. Drive the heel down, pushing the step down, and then lower back down, touch the heel, and come back up. So that's the first exercise. The second exercise is going to be more like actually walking up the stairs. Again, when doing this, you do have more of a distance to close, but if you use that same technique of leaning forwards like this, stacking everything up, keeping hip, knee, toe alignment, and then pressing up like that, tap your toe on the top step, and then come back down. Tap your toe on the top step and come back down. Now notice the trunk action that's happening here. You're starting from a slight incline where you're stacking your weight, then you become more upright as you come up, and then more bent over as you come back down. So go up, back down, and repeat for around 10 repetitions, or again until you get tired, and then do the other leg, stack everything up, hip, knee, toe, body weight over foot, drive through the heel and straighten up to come forwards. As you straighten up, you're driving your hips in. That activates your glutes and helps you use your glutes to push you up the stairs rather than just your quads, which will create more compression on your kneecap, which can also potentially create knee pain. So again, going up and down on the second leg. Now the next exercise is actually for coming down the stair. And this is going to be just the opposite. You'll stand up on top of the stair to start out, and then you'll step down, try to touch your heel down if you can. If you can't, touch your toe down, or I will show an easier version of this, because if you don't have great balance, this can be a little bit unsafe coming down this way. But if you do have the balance and mobility, the technique's going to be the same. As you're touching down like this, this emphasizes more of an eccentric contraction, meaning your thigh muscles are working as you're lowering down. Now, as you actually go downstairs, you are probably more likely to have your trunk upright like this rather than sitting back. So this also requires more knee over toe action, which requires ankle dorsiflexion, the motion of allowing your shin to shift forwards like that. So step down and back up. This one is definitely the hardest on your knee as compared to all the other ones. So going down, step back up backwards. And then repeat that on the other side. Step down, touch your toe, come back up backwards. Try to keep your trunk fairly upright on this one to mimic going down the stair. Now, if you can't do that, there is an easier version. You can just do this on the floor. Slide your foot out like that. This is much safer, especially if you don't have the ankle mobility or if you have balance issues. That way you always have a little bit of a touch point or a balance point with that other foot. And then going back and forth like that. So that's the easier version of the third exercise. The last exercise will be more of like an aerobic step up, kind of like you would do in a step aerobics class. So for this one, you're just going to step up with one leg, bring the other one up, then step down with the leg that you stepped up with, then step down with the other one. Then alternate. So step up with the other leg, bring this one up, step down with the leg that you stepped up with, bring the other one down. So in real time, it would look more like this. I got messed up there. So this actually builds your cardiovascular endurance as well as your leg strength. Now, there are a few things to keep in mind here. You want to observe the same techniques, so stacking everything up, keeping hip, knee, toe alignment, and driving your heel down. If you hit the stair with some power like that, instead of just placing your foot and pressing up, that also allows you to get a little bit of a running start, so kind of create some momentum to help you step up like that and back down. And if you find out that you get winded when you get to the top of a staircase, this may be a good one for you to practice as well. So those were the 4 exercises to help you on stairs. If you'd like more tips to climb stairs easier and with less pain, check out this playlist over here. But before you go, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.